friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Resurgent Pharma. For today's video, I would like to discuss about the training for the current scenario, training requirement, and how to deal with the training for the pharmaceutical industries. Training is very important for all the industries. It may be pharma industry, it may be not pharma industry. Yeah, when we discuss for the pharma industry, because here we are manufacturing life-saving drug, then training is more important. So when we discuss training, we should understand this not only training, we have to go with the effective training. Because training can be important, but until unless it will be not effective, there is no meaning for the training. So what will be the effective training? Effective training, okay, I will give an example in the movie Three Idiots. I think everybody has watched this movie Three Idiots. In this movie, Amir Khan told, एक्सीलेंस के पीछे भागो, एक्सीलेंस के पीछे भागो, सक्सेस झक मार के आपके पीछे आएगी. क्या बोलता है वो? एक्सीलेंस के पीछे भागो, सक्सेस झक मार के आपके पीछे आएगी. लाइक दैट इन द ट्रेनिंग. If you go in the pharma industry training, we are doing the training for the compliance. Compliance means success. After the training, output is compliance. So we are doing the training for the compliance, and training is your excellent. So compliance के लिए हम ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं. अगर आप देखो SOP इफेक्टिव करना है, ट्रेनिंग कर लो. सभी लोगों को 100% मार्क्स मिलना चाहिए ट्रेनिंग में, बिकॉज असेसमेंट इज देयर. सो ट्रेनिंग असेसमेंट एवरीबडी हैज टू गेट 100% मार्क्स. 100% people has to be complete their training. So this is only we are thinking for the compliance part. So people are doing the training, getting the 100% marks, and the training is success. Document submitted to quality assurance department, your training department. Now the SOP is going to effective. Any incident is happen, any deviation is happen. In the CAPA also, we say, yeah, we have to train all the people, and we are doing the training for the compliance. When we are doing the training for the compliance, what is the focus for the training? Only the compliance. Everybody has to be part of that training, has to be compliant, everybody has to be signature. If electronic training is there, electronic training record has to be available. But really we are doing training for training effectiveness. If it is like that, then after any SOP revision, if any SOP is come, any SOP is effective, before the effective of the training, it may be new SOP, it may be revision of the SOP, people are doing the training, any document, people are getting the training. Still, why the deviation with respect to the standard operating procedure? Why the deviation with respect to the written approved procedure? Because the training is not effective. Then question will come, how to make the effective training? So I already told, आप ट्रेनिंग कीजिए, कंप्लाइंस तो ऑटोमेटिक हो जाएगा. लाइक थ्री इडियट, एक्सीलेंस के पीछे भागो, सक्सेस अपने आप ही मिलने वाली है. ऐसी आप ट्रेनिंग कीजिए, ट्रेनिंग के लिए कीजिए, कंप्लाइंस तो हो ही जाएगा. सो इफेक्टिव ट्रेनिंग के लिए क्या करना होगा, समझना पड़ेगा हमारे ट्रेनिंग सिस्टम को. वी हैव TNI, ट्रेनिंग नीड आइडेंटिफिकेशन. जब हम TNI बना रहे हैं, ट्रेनिंग नीड आइडेंटिफिकेशन, रियली वी आर मेकिंग द TNI इन द करेक्ट वे. So what happened? How we are making the TNI? Section wise. If the person will come in the quality control department, he will be going the raw material. There is a bunch of the SOP in the training need identification. There are some QA SOPs there, and some other department also SOPs there. If in the manufacturing, he is going in the compression area, there was the area based training, compression area, coating area based training, the bunch of the training in the listed in the TNI. Really it is necessary. The one person has joined as a fresher, is came from the college, is required to do the hundreds of SOP training at a time. The person having the so much of experience, he is having 5 years, 6 years experience in the same section, same department. Again, you are giving the same SOPs to him also. If the new person join the organization from the college, you are given the 100 SOP, he has to be read it and he has to be complete his training within 15 days. You are thinking he has to be get all the SOP understand. But we are doubting our system. Really, he can understand all the SOPs? In 15 days he came just from the कॉलेज एंड आपने उसको 15 SOP पर डे के हिसाब से दे दिया, भाई आपको ये जो है 100 SOP जो है खत्म करना 12-15 दिन के अंदर। वो SOP पढ़ रहा है, क्वेश्चन आंसर दे रहा है, 100% मार्क्स आ रहे हैं, बट आपको लगता है कि उस 100 की 100 SOP उसके दिमाग में घुसेगी 15 दिन के अंदर? उस SOP में आपने क्या डाल रखा है? करेक्टिव एंड प्रिवेंटिव SOP ट्रेनिंग है उसमें। रिस्क असेसमेंट, अरे रिस्क असेसमेंट नया जस्ट employees came from the college, how he understand the risk assessment, but वो SOP पढ़ के कर लेता है। वो ऑपरेशन ऑफ कैलिब्रेशन की SOP वो एक रूम में बैठ के समझ लेता है कि हाउ टू डू द ऑपरेशन ऑफ द बैलेंस, हाउ टू डू द कैलिब्रेशन ऑफ द बैलेंस। तो ये जो ट्रेनिंग सिस्टम इसको बदलने की जरूरत है, हमारी TNI को बदलने की जरूरत है। जो फ्रेश पर्सन आ रहा है, जो कॉलेज से डायरेक्ट आ रहा है, उसके लिए अलग TNI होना चाहिए। इट मे बी विद एनी सेक्शन, इट मे बी एनी एरिया। जो पर्सन एक्सपीरियंस है उसके लिए अलग ट्रेनिंग होना चाहिए, उसकी TNI अलग होना चाहिए। तो बेस्ड ऑन द एक्सपीरियंस, कुछ लोग जो है बहुत अच्छे इंडस्ट्रीज से आ रहे हैं, जो कि मल्टीनेशनल इंडस्ट्रीज हैं, एंड देयर सिस्टम्स आर वेरी गुड। सम पीपल आर कमिंग द स्मॉल इंडस्ट्री, देयर JNP सिस्टम इट मे बी नॉट गुड। तो ऐसे केसेस में बिहेवियर ट्रेनिंग हैज टू बी कम, क्योंकि हमको उनको बताना पड़ेगा कि यू पीपल आर वर्किंग in a pharmaceutical industry where you are manufacturing the medicine for life-saving drug. So उनके अंदर एक behaviorally expect आना जरूरी है कि what they are doing is to be doing correctly. जो भी लिखा है वही करना है, जो किया है वही लिखना है, और जो करना है कैसे करना है उसके लिए SOP ट्रेनिंग या डॉक्यूमेंट की ट्रेनिंग बहुत जरूरी है। तो बिहेवियर ट्रेनिंग भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। ट्रेनिंग इन द फार्मा इंडस्ट्री बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट, बट हमें ट्रेनिंग को उस तरह से डिजाइन करना पड़ेगा जिससे कि वो इफेक्टिव ट्रेनिंग हो जाए। तो उसको डिजाइन करने के लिए जब सबसे पहला पार्ट आता है, हम उसको जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन देते हैं। इन द जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑल्सो वी हैव टू बी वेरी क्लियर कि भाई ये नया आदमी आया हुआ है, और ये जो है अगर मान लीजिए GLP में, मान लीजिए QC GLP में ज्वाइन किया, तो वो डेली बैलेंस कैलिब्रेशन करने वाला है, डेली pH मीटर कैलिब्रेशन करने वाला, तो उसको सिर्फ उतनी ट्रेनिंग दीजिए। 12-15 SOP का ट्रेनिंग होगा, उसके TNI में ओनली 10 to 15 SOP has to be added and he has to be read all the SOP। बट यहाँ पर जो नया कॉन्सेप्ट आता है वो होता है ऑन जॉब ट्रेनिंग, क्लासरूम ट्रेनिंग। क्लासरूम ट्रेनिंग फॉर जनरल SOP लाइक OS, ओके, क्लासरूम ट्रेनिंग इज ओके, बट जहां पर आप बोलते हो कि कैलिब्रेशन ऑफ द बैलेंस, हाउ ही कैन सिट इन द वन रूम इन द फ्रंट ऑफ वन PC एंड ही कैन अंडरस्टैंड द कैलिब्रेशन ऑफ द बैलेंस, ऑपरेशन ऑफ द बैलेंस, यहां पर ऑन जॉब ट्रेनिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। जब भी आप उसको ट्रेनिंग नीड आइडेंटिफिकेशन दे रहे हैं लैब में या उस एरिया में, एक SME होना चाहिए। SME कहां से आएगा? The person who is doing continue performing that activity like for the balance calibration. So one person continue he doing for last 6 months balance calibration, he will be SMEs for that SOP. तो जो ट्रेनिंग है वो ऑन जॉब ट्रेनिंग के लिए उस आदमी को वहां पर भेजना चाहिए, उस एम्प्लॉय को वहां पर भेजना चाहिए, और उस SMEs के साथ खड़े होकर उसको SOP हाथ में लेके ऑपरेशन करते हुए वो SOP बताना पड़ेगा। तभी उसके दिमाग में पता चलेगा कि व्हाट इज द ऑपरेशन ऑफ द बैलेंस। SOP में क्या लिखा है? ओके, SOP प्लीज स्विच ऑन द बैलेंस, स्विच ऑन द बैलेंस। अभी SOP में नेक्स्ट स्टेप लिखा है उसको, तो SME साथ में रहेगा और ये ऑन जॉब ट्रेनिंग होना चाहिए। लाइक दिस इज वन एग्जांपल, हैंडलिंग ऑफ द वर्किंग स्टैंडर्ड। वो उधर रूम में बैठ के हाउ ये कैन कंप्लीट हिज ट्रेनिंग हैंडलिंग ऑफ द वर्किंग स्टैंडर्ड, ही हैज टू गो इनसाइड इन द लैब, देखेगा रेफरेंस स्टैंडर्ड किस तरह से रखे हुए हैं इन द फ्रिज 2 to 8 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड। SOP में लिखा हुआ है, लेबल होना चाहिए, टू बी चेक। सो क्लासरूम ट्रेनिंग की जगह ऑन जॉब ट्रेनिंग बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है। हम बोलते हैं ऑन जॉब ट्रेनिंग, बट वो होती क्लासरूम में ही जाके है। वो आदमी बैठ जाता है कंप्यूटर के सामने, इज डूइंग द कंटिन्यू ट्रेनिंग। Really this training is effective? I don't think so. Compression machine, operation of the compression machine, operation of the coating. He is sitting in the one area reading the SOP in the computer, and he understanding the SOP, and he giving the question answer, getting the 100% mark, then he is going to the area, do the compression. Really this is the correct way? The ट्रेनिंग सिस्टम में बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है कि हमें चेक करना है कि किस तरह की ट्रेनिंग होना चाहिए और ट्रेनर कौन होना चाहिए। हर एसओपी के लिए हर एरिया वाइज ट्रेनर डिफाइन करना बहुत जरूरी है, हर एक्टिविटीज के लिए ट्रेनर डिफाइन करना बहुत जरूरी है। जो नया एम्प्लॉय आया, जिस कॉलेज से आया, उसको क्या करेगा, आपका इम्पैक्ट असेसमेंट, करेक्टिव एंड प्रिवेंटिव एक्शन एसओपी का ट्रेनिंग लेके, रिस्क असेसमेंट एसओपी का ट्रेनिंग लेके, ही जस्ट केम and he is sitting in the one area and in the front of the computer, and he is reading all the SOP, around 100 SOPs in 15 days, are doing the 100% marks and going for the area for to start their job. How much effective this training? I don't think so. Even everybody knows, but there is a pressure. We have to be complete the training as soon as earlier, and person has to become by the lab, person has to become in the area to start the activity. We have to be improve this system. So when you want to improve the system, first is your TNI, training need identification has to be improved. The training need identification has to be based on the experience of the person, based on the knowledge of the person, based on the which area he came, which organization he came. Behavior training has to become, because in the behavior training he has to be understand his importance, where he is working. He has to be understand what is written in the approved procedure has to be followed, and what he is doing has to be documented. So training is बहुत ज़्यादा important है. So I discussed what is the classroom training. Classroom maximum 90% has to be the classroom training is not effective. Has to be done on job training. So classroom training जहाँ पर बहुत common SOPs हैं, yeah, we can do the classroom training, but 90% it should be done the on job training, and the SMEs, he is working on that area, has to be the SME, and he has to be impart the training. Then training will be as effective. Give some time when the person is coming, he is to be settled in the industry. Give some time to be trained properly before he start his own work. So this is how we have to be effective our training. So what is the importance of the training? How to prepare as a TNI? And after the TNI preparation, who will be the trainer? Who will be the training should be SMEs. The trainer should be the person who is working in that area. Then is required classroom training, on-job training. So we have to prepare more on-job training, so he can be understand in that area, go that area and check it personally. Then he can understand. Now the last will come. How to do the gap assessment with respect to the written procedure, and which is we are doing on the daily basis. So for the gap assessment, the SOP has to be divided in the different part of the area. Like there are 4 persons, they are working in the one section. So we have to be divided this 4 SOP, we have to give them. Daily they have to read one SOP. If the SOP is having the 60 pages SOP, 40 pages SOP, it's not necessary. You can complete this SOP in a day. Let us divide 10 pages. Then these 4 people have to be discussed in this 10 page SOP. SOP में ये लिखा है, ये लिखा है, ये लिखा है. जो SOP में लिखा है वो कर रहे हैं कि नहीं कर रहे हैं? What is the difference? जब वो डिफरेंस आएगा उस गैप असेसमेंट के बेसिस पे हमको SOP रिवाइज करके उस SOP को प्रॉपर इफेक्टिव करना है. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो ट्रेनिंग and gap assessment, it has to become in the same manner. So training, TNI is very important. Then it should be on-job training, classroom training has to be defined. Then behavior training is required because some people are coming in a different organization. The practices of the organization is different. Then what is the practice of our organization? What has to be, data integrity has to be handled in our organization. every aspect as a behavior training. So behavior training also we have to be take in the initially TNI also. What behavior training has to be given the people. We have to identify the topic of the behavior training. So this all complete bunch of the TNI, bunch of the training program has to be there in an organization for the effective training. Then all the training is completed after 1 month, 2 months when SOP is effective. It may be 6 months. We have to be understand what is the gap between the SOP, between what we are doing. For the gap assessment, the area which especially this SOP is using, people are using that SOP for the very specific area, like sampling of the raw material. That's 4-5% doing the sampling. So this SOP, the people has to be read only 4-5 pages, line by line. This SOP is mentioned this, what they are doing. If they are finding the gap is there, then they have to improve their practice, otherwise they have to revise the SOP. Gap assessment is also very important, what is written in the SOP, what we are doing. If what is written in the SOP we are not doing, we have to revise the SOP, otherwise we have to change our practices. But I have seen the 90% document only we are making for auditors. When the auditor will come, he read the SOP, then we identify, oh, this SOP is written like that. No, we are not doing. Then always everybody come in very different way. Auditor will say you are not following your written approved procedures. So friends, it is very important. Training has to be taken care of by an organization very seriously. We have to do proper training. We have to make proper TNI. We have to be understand what has to be done classroom training, what has to be done the on-job training, then the gap assessment. So I believe you understand the requirement of the training and how to we deal with this training for the effective training. If you really like this video, please share your friend. If you not subscribe my channel, please subscribe the channel. You will get continue such video. Thanks for watching.